As AI takes on more and more responsibilities in our society, many argue it should be allowed to make important decisions, even ones involving life and death. But the question remains, can a machine really be trusted with our morals? Hi, I'm here to explore this question further. Along with my co-host, we've put together 20 statements about AI ethics for you to consider. It's time to think like machines. All the data, all the calculations, all the probabilities. That's where the future lies. No messy feelings or fuddy-duddy traditions holding it back. Let's dive in. No. 1. Code vs. conscience. Machines follow logic, but morality often requires empathy, nuance, and emotion, things AI doesn't naturally possess. Number 2. Pre-programmed morals. AI relies on human-coded rules or datasets to simulate ethical behavior. But what if those rules are biased? No. 3. The trolley problem. Self-driving cars face real-life ethical dilemmas: who lives and who dies in an unavoidable crash? No. 4. Whose morality? Ethics vary by culture. Whose values should AI follow? Western, Eastern, corporate, or personal? No. 5. Good intentions, bad data. AI can make harmful decisions if trained on biased, incomplete, or prejudiced datasets. No. 6. Can AI feel guilt? Guilt, regret, and shame shape human behavior. Machines can't feel these, so how can they truly understand right from wrong? No. 7. The illusion of fairness. An AI may seem unbiased, but its decisions can still reflect the silent biases of its creators. No. 8. Killer robots dilemma. Should military AI decide when to take human lives? Can a machine make that moral choice? No. 9. AI in courtrooms. Some AI tools are now helping judges with sentencing. Can a code ever fully grasp justice? Number 10. Ethics vs. efficiency. I may favor logic and speed over compassion. What happens when ethical choices slow things down? Number 11. Human override. Should humans always have the final say, or should we trust machines once they become more accurate? No. 12. Corporate conflicts. If an AI is owned by a company, can it truly act ethically, or will profit always shape its choices? No. 13. Empathy simulation. AI can mimic empathy through language, but it doesn't feel. Is that enough to act morally? Number 14. Learning ethics from us. AI learns from human behavior, but humans aren't always ethical. Could we be teaching it the wrong lessons? Number 15. Children and AI. How should AI interact with children? What moral boundaries must be hard-coded? Number 16. Deepfake dilemma. When AI creates synthetic content, who's responsible for the moral consequences? The user, the creator, or the AI itself? Number 17. AI and lies. Should AI ever be allowed to lie, like to protect someone's feelings or hide sensitive info? Number 18. Religious ethics. Can AI follow religious moral systems, or is that inherently a human domain? Number 19. Accountability gap. When AI makes a bad ethical decision, who takes the blame? The programmer, the company, or the machine? Number 20. AI in healthcare. Should an AI be allowed to make life or death decisions during surgeries or emergencies? Before we jump into some possible answers, let's get some definitions straight. Artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to computer systems that can perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence, like learning and problem solving. Ethics, on the other hand, deals with moral principles and values that guide our behavior and decisions. So the big question is, can AI be programmed to make ethical decisions? And if so, how does it compare to human morality? One approach is to hard-code a set of rules or guidelines into the AI system. This could involve using natural language processing and machine learning algorithms to analyze vast amounts of data and identify patterns that humans use to make ethical decisions. However, there are challenges associated with this approach. For example, it may be difficult to create a comprehensive set of rules that cover all possible scenarios and exceptions. Additionally, relying solely on logic and data may not capture the full complexity of ethical decision-making, which often involves intuition and subjective judgment. Another approach is to train an AI system on a dataset of human-labeled examples of ethical or unethical behavior. By analyzing these examples, the AI can learn to recognize patterns and make predictions about what is right or wrong in similar situations. However, this approach also has its limitations, since the AI system is only as good as the data it is trained on, and biased or incomplete data sets can lead to inaccurate or unfair decisions. Despite these challenges, significant progress has been made in developing AI systems that can perform specific tasks that require ethical considerations, such as identifying and mitigating bias in data sets. One notable example is the development of AI systems that can detect and prevent fraud. which involves analyzing large volumes of financial transactions to identify patterns that indicate fraudulent activity. These systems use machine learning algorithms to learn from historical data and flag suspicious transactions in real time. Another example is the development of AI systems that can help doctors diagnose diseases more accurately and efficiently. These systems can analyze patient data such as medical history and test results and provide insights that can help doctors make better decisions about treatment plans. But as we move forward, it is crucial to address the ethical concerns surrounding AI and ensure that these systems are fair, transparent, and accountable. One way to do this is to develop new evaluation metrics that go beyond accuracy and take into account other important factors such as fairness, bias, and interpretability. Additionally, it is essential to involve ethicists and social scientists in the development and deployment of AI systems to ensure that they are aligned with human values and don't perpetuate or amplify existing biases. Now let's tackle those statements again, but this time from another angle. No. 1. Code vs. conscience. There's no feeling involved. It's just calculating the best outcome based on the data. No. 2. Pre-programmed morals. Rules can always be improved. But yes, there is a risk of perpetuating existing biases. That's why continuous monitoring and improvement are key. No. 3. The trolley problem. AI can process information much faster than humans, so theoretically, it could make the best decision in the shortest amount of time. No. 4. Whose morality? Ultimately, it should follow the rules and regulations set by the society in which it operates. No. 5. Good intentions, bad data. Absolutely. AI is only as good as the data it's fed. Biased or incomplete data can lead to poor decisions. No. 6. Can AI feel guilt? Not in the human sense, but it can be programmed to avoid actions that lead to negative outcomes. No. 7. The illusion of fairness. We need to ensure fairness through careful design and testing. AI can help eliminate unconscious bias, but it's up to us to build it that way. No. 8. Killer robots dilemma. This is a huge responsibility and should be left in the hands of humans for now. There are too many variables and potential for misuse. No. 9. AI in courtrooms. AI can analyze cases much faster and more thoroughly than humans, but the final decision should still be in human hands. Number 10. Ethics vs. efficiency. There's a balance to be struck between logic and compassion. Perhaps AI can help us achieve this balance by providing insights that we might have missed. Number 11. Human override. Humans should absolutely have the final say. AI is a tool that can help us make better decisions, not replace us. Number 12. Corporate conflicts. It depends on the incentives and values of the corporation. Hopefully, they will act in an ethical manner. Number 13. Empathy simulation. It's a step in the right direction, but true empathy comes from actually feeling what others are going through. Number 14. Learning ethics from us. AI can be a great tool for understanding human behavior, but it can also perpetuate bad behavior. We need to carefully curate the data that it learns from. Number 15. Children and AI. This is a tricky area that requires careful consideration of what is appropriate and safe for children. We need to establish clear guidelines and boundaries. Number 16. Deepfake dilemma. The responsibility lies with the creator and the platform. AI is just a tool that can be used for good or bad. Number 17. AI and lies. There are some situations where it might be acceptable, but we need to carefully consider the consequences of allowing AI to lie. Number 18. Religious ethics. AI can be programmed to follow religious moral systems, but it's up to religious leaders and institutions to decide how to proceed. Number 19. Accountability gap. This is an important question that needs to be addressed. There are different perspectives on who should be held accountable, and it's an ongoing debate. Number 20. AI in healthcare. AI can potentially save lives by assisting surgeons and doctors, but we need to ensure that it is used responsibly and ethically. And finally, facing the future. We need to ask ourselves whether we want AI to simply mimic our ethics or actually become more moral than us. Number 21. Autonomous weapons. AI can operate drones more efficiently, but the decision to take a life should always be in human hands. Number 22. Compassionless judgment. This is a potential issue, but perhaps AI can be designed to take human values into account. Number 23. Ethical priorities. We need to establish clear guidelines and frameworks for how AI should make these tough decisions. Number 24. Transparent ethics. This is a great idea and something that I'm personally working towards with my research. Number 25. Crisis decision-making. I could potentially help us make better decisions in crisis situations, but it is important to remember that it is only as good as the data it has been trained on. Number 26. Manipulative AI. This is a valid concern and something we should be aware of. Number 27. The AI moral ceiling. It's hard to say for sure, but perhaps AI can indeed become more moral than us by using logic and data to make better decisions. Number 28. Future laws needed. This is something we need to work on urgently. And finally, number 29. The final question. Why not? As long as we ensure that it's also our most ethical one. What do you think? Are we sleepwalking into an ethical minefield, or is this just another hurdle in the march of progress? Jump in the comments and let's talk. Thanks for joining me.